everyone, welcome back to the Cat Scrappiness YouTube channel. Today I am creating 4 cards using the stitched and layered Christmas tree die from Cat Scrappiness. I'm going to jump into the products that I'm using. Here's a quick peek at that stitched and layered Christmas tree. These are the distressed edge rectangles. This is a 3D embossing folder called Crackle. Those are festive lights from Tonic Studio. That's available in the Cat Scrappiness store. I'm going to be using 4 pieces of acetate for my shaker card. These are the pieces that were cut out using the gold and a white piece of Neenah Solar White 80-pound cardstock. I'm also going to be using the negative pieces for our shaker cards. There's the white one. And there's that matte gold. I used the matte gold as well to cut a medium-sized distressed edge rectangle. There's the negative piece. Then I cut 2 more using that Neenah Solar White 80-pound cardstock. I don't use those pieces right there. I do use the 4 card bases. My finished cards are going to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. 3 of them will be top folding. 1 of them will be side folding. I am showing you the accessories from that stitched and layered Christmas tree. I'm using the star, and then there's 2 little buckets. These are some sequins from my stash and some glitter from my stash. I'm using some 1/4 inch foam tape for my shaker cards. This is the new embellishment organizer. I will be using Cat Scrappiness gold jewels on one of the Christmas trees. And let's begin with the shaker card. I'm going to show you most of the shaker card. I don't show you the tape that I end up putting down because that's just a little bit time consuming. Here I am adding some art glitter glue, also available in the Cat Scrappiness store. I'm adding some acetate to the back of each of these panels, and we're going to start our shaker card. I'll come in with that 1/4 inch foam tape, and on one of the cards I'm going to add it all the way around the inside of those cuts where the layers are for the tree, and then I will box it in around the outside so that way the shaker pieces will stay on each layer of the tree. Here is the negative piece from that distressed edge rectangle. I'm putting it onto a card base, and I'm going to take the large distressed edge rectangle that I cut out, and I'm going to lay it on the other card base. These cards, once you get all the die cutting done, they come together very quickly, except for, as I said, putting the foam tape on for the shaker cards. I wanted to pop up the panel that's going to be inlaid, so I'm just using some double-sided foam adhesive from my stash. I'm adding that to the back, and then I will inlay that piece onto that gold deckled edge. This is why I don't usually show the foam tape, just because it's a little bit time consuming. So that I'm going to lay in. It'll fit perfectly, and it will be just a little bit raised. Now I'm going to do the same, except I'm going to glue this one flat to the panel, so this gold piece. Now I have 2 card bases ready for my Christmas trees. I'm going to start assembling my Christmas trees. Now the white one comes together fairly easily. I'll show you that I'm using that embossing folder. I'm laying everything out as straight as I can get it. And then I will take it over to my die cutting machine using the embossing plates that are necessary, and I will emboss that, and I'm going to do the same thing with the white. When I start assembling the pieces, I do have to give the gold ones a little bit more time to dry. In fact, I end up setting my glue bottle on top of several of the layers just to make sure that it dries straight, because it does have that shiny surface. It moves a lot easier than just the plain cardstock. I am adding a little bit of adhesive to the top, and then I will continue to build my layers. Now this art glitter glue right now is on sale over at the Cat Scrappiness store. It cannot be mailed during the winter time. So if you want to purchase this, then you can head over there now and you'll get 20% off your purchase. So here's where you see that I have to put that bottle down just to give it a few minutes to dry. And I'll continue to layer this. Now I decided not to pop up any of my Christmas trees with that crackle embossing folder, and with the layering I do have a little bit of dimension, and so I left it that way and decided not to add more using any foam tape. And here's the final piece. Straighten that out. All right, now we're going back to our shaker cards. Now there you can see on that particular shaker card, I put foam tape in the middle. I put it all around the edges, making sure that I have little pockets for my embellishments. So these, as I said, are just some large sequins that I had in my stash. I'm going to use my embellishment tool and turn all of those over. So I want the cup side, the raised side to the back of the card, and so I'm going to turn all of those around. I start doing it this way and I realize that if I use the Cat Scrappiness embellishment pickup tool, that it moves a lot faster. I'm going to use a spoon and that platinum glitter, and I'm going to fill in the remaining portions that I want filled, and then I'm going to take a piece of acetate that's cut to the same size, and I'm going to put it over the back, and that will close off my shaker card, and it will give me a completely transparent backing. So there's the first card. I'm going to trim up any of the excess, and then I'm going to put that art glitter glue down again, being careful not to put any glue where the transparent tree is. And I will center this on that 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card panel. I decided not to put any sentiments on these because, one, they could be great thank you notes at Christmas time, or it could go with a, like if you're going to a Christmas party and you're bringing a hostess gift. So I decided not to just make them Christmas cards. I thought that they could be used for many occasions during the holidays. Now this one, I didn't add the foam tape to the center portions of the tree. And so this is going to be just a free-flowing shaker card. You will notice that it does bundle up at the bottom, but that's fine because it does allow for a lot of shake. So I missed a little bit of piece. I didn't center that as well as I could have, and so I'm trimming off the top that what should have been towards the bottom. I added an extra piece of acetate to the bottom half, and then I set that aside to let it dry. Coming back to these trees, I'm going to start putting these cards together. I'm adding that art glitter glue, and I'm trying to decide where the center is. I'm going to put the little tree bucket underneath, and I'm going to make sure that this is centered, and that is quick and easy. I'm going to add a star to that. I did cut the bucket and the star using some foiled cardstock, so it's not matte like the Christmas tree is. It has a little bit of a shine to it. And then we're going to move on to this second card. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put the bucket down, and I'm going to add the Christmas tree, making sure that it's centered. I thought I could do it this way, but it didn't stay together very well. So I had to go back to the original way that I did it. And now we're going to start adding those beautiful gold jewel embellishments. I'm going to show you how I put a couple of them on, and I want to apologize that I'm not fully in frame. I didn't realize the bottom of the card wasn't all the way in the frame, but I am going to start by adding, there's large, medium, and small jewels. I'm going to use the large and the medium ones. So I will put, just like you would decorate your normal Christmas tree, I am going to put the larger ones towards the bottom, and then I'm going to put the medium-sized ones towards the top. This was a very tedious task because I had to turn all of those little gold jewels over, so it took a little bit of time. So through the magic of editing, there's the whole layout, and now I'm using that embellishment pickup tool, which is amazing. It made this go by so fast, as you can see, and I am gluing all of these pieces down. And that's how easy these 4 cards came together. This stitched and layered Christmas tree is a fabulous die for quick and easy cards. There's so many different ways that you could use this. You could use only 3 of the 4 pieces and make shorter trees and line them up on a slimline card. You could there's different embellishments. There's bows and candy canes. You could decorate the trees differently. Here I'm just adding the glue. I had let that acetate dry to the back of that card panel. Now I'm just gluing it all down to the center, and we have 4 cards. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed this video for some quick and easy cards for the holidays. I'm going to show you a last look at all 4 cards. All of the products will be listed in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I hope that you have a fabulous day.